Hello guys, and welcome to this video. So in this video I'm going to be talking about how switching to PC and switching to a computer was the best thing that I ever done for getting a higher rank in Rocket League basically. And a lot of people tell you that your like platform doesn't matter and your console, if your console will be fine, and that might be true for like next gen, where you get 120 frames, which is very solid, to be fair. And that obviously people will tell you that that was, that is still really good. Like 120 FPS is really solid, but there's a specific input delay that you get with console that you just don't get as bad with PC. Every console will have its own input delay, like from the controller. So when you press an input, it will take a specific amount of time for that input to actually happen. So I want to basically talk about when I first got my PC, why it was so good for me in Rocket League, and I want to prove to you guys how it made so much of a difference to my game. And this isn't going to be like a super long video. It's just kind of something to inform people that, for the people who tell you that it's you don't need to upgrade and stuff like that, that is true to a certain point. But from someone like me who absolutely seen a huge difference as soon as I switched like platforms. I played Xbox One all pretty much, like, as soon as it came out. Like, I've had the Xbox One and played Rocket League on the Xbox One, and don't get me wrong, it was great at the time when everyone else was also on 60 FPS and 60 Hertz. So all our games were all the games were fair. Every game felt the same. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, but yeah, all the games felt the exact same, and it was a fair playing ground. And then when they switched Rocket League to crossplay, it basically made the Xbox One or last gen consoles completely pointless. Like, it was absolutely pointless to have one, to be honest with you. If you have next gen, then you had a bit more of a chance against PC players. But a lot of you guys in my stream will be playing on console, and obviously it's not as easy for you guys to switch to PC. But it's something that I would definitely recommend in the future doing. And I just basically, I want to go through my Rocket League tracker and basically show you guys the exact point that I got PC and how, and basically prove to you guys that it is honestly something that you really should think about doing. If you're not wanting to take the game as seriously, then that is completely up to you. Yeah, if you don't have the money and it doesn't matter too much for you to take it seriously, then that is absolutely fine. That's not like, you can still have fun playing and probably rank up pretty well on console. But I just seen such quick results after I switched to PC, and I'll prove to you guys it's when the time I got my PC and stuff like that. So yeah, guys, this is Rocket League tracker, and I basically want to show you guys the point where I got PC, and how it made such a difference on my game. I didn't think it would make this much of a difference. I should be able to find exactly like my rank progression and stuff like that. If I can find it, it should be. So yeah, guys, this is the page here, and I just want to take a look at exactly when I got my PC. I got my PC at around like kind of March time. It was March of 2023 roughly, and as you'll see, this is exactly where this is April 23, and this was just after I got my PC. So you'll see, this is the game mode that I played most around that point as well. Was 2v2. So you'll see that I was at Diamond 3. It was at Diamond 3, and this was the point exactly that I jumped immediately up to Champ 1. Sorry, it's kind of hard to see that. I don't know why it's doing this thing on my screen with this weird like tab. That's really annoying. But you'll see that I literally went straight up to Champ 2 within, look at this time frame. This was the whole month of April. I went straight from Diamond 3 all the way up to Champ 2, which that's quite a crazy difference, to be fair. Like, that is like an unbelievable difference. Like, I was playing on console before this. Yeah, I was playing on console before this on like 60 frames or like in like 60 hertz, which it's just, especially when crossplay is a thing, and everyone else is on these really good computers and stuff like that. This is something that you know, I just seen a massive difference like straight away. I went for a bit of a dip here. That was I must have been throwing this particular night, but I went straight up back up to champ 2, so it's all good. Then I went to champ 3 actually, soon after that. But yeah, that's basically just this is the point that I got my PC, and I really want you guys to realise how much of a difference it can make to your game. Now, obviously, it's hard for me to say go out and spend the money on a PC. It's like, you know, it's not exactly something cheap. It's not something cheap that you have to like. It's something that you will have to save up for example. But for those who have the opportunity to do it, I would 100% recommend doing it. Yeah. But last year it was March time, and I built the PC, and I immediately went up 2 ranks, like, and not just to any rank, not just from like gold to plat. I was, you know, it was from diamond to champ 2, which is like, you know what I mean, like that's a pretty big jump. And obviously 2s was my most played game mode at the time, and as you'll see, I mean, I didn't really play 3s nearly as much, but you'll see as well, I mean, April 2023, I went all the way down from diamond 2 all the way to champ 1, which is, it's still a really, like, that is still a big difference. Like, that's an average of 2 ranks that I've went up on both these game modes. Now, I peaked at champ 3 here in 3s. I've not really played it too much since then. I've kind of just stayed around about champ 1, but you guys will see, and this is basically just to prove the point of why having a better setup actually, for those who don't have like the best equipment, who are still like on last generation consoles, I wouldn't feel too bad about not being able to rank up. That's honestly one of the big reasons why a lot of people can't rank up, is because they're simply on a. But yeah, guys, that was basically the video. I was just trying to prove to you guys that genuinely the input does matter a lot. People can make it to a high rank on a terrible console just through constantly playing and you know, maybe a bit of perseverance, but again, they're still at a massive disadvantage. Like, if someone who can get to GC on console, imagine what they could get to on PC. Like, it's such a huge difference. And as you guys seen by the graphs there, the line graph, I should say, as you can see, that it definitely made an instant difference for me. Now, I've kind of stayed here. Well, I've went up 1 rank. I went up to C3 since then. But you know, like it's so play at a disadvantage to other people, especially when you're playing crossplay with other consoles. Like, you just won't have the same like smoothness in the game as I will, or as other people with PCs, or even next gen. You guys are stuck on old gen, like, you know, you are at a massive disadvantage. So I wouldn't feel too bad about not being able to rank up, because it is hard, man. It's like, it's not easy to rank up in this game, and especially if you're playing on a poorer like input. Like, I just mean input as in like console, like, or PC, whatever you're playing on. But that's the point I'm trying to make, is that it's something that you guys really want to think about in the future. Obviously, a lot of people who watch me are a lot younger and stuff like that, and understand that it's not easy to always just splash out on a PC. But if you could in the future, I would 100% recommend doing it. It is absolutely like, what's the right word? I can't even. It's so imperative that you guys look to do this in the future. It's so crazy how you can absolutely see that the point I got my PC, I instantly went up ranks, and that's what I'm saying. You guys should not feel too bad about not being able to rank up if you're on a poor console. Like, it's you guys still hopefully have fun on the game. That's the main thing at the end of the day, isn't it? Is to have fun. For those who really want to take it seriously, it is 100% something that I would recommend looking to do in the future. It's not important if you guys still have fun. Don't go out spending your money if you don't have to. That's not what I mean. But I'm just saying, for those who do want to take it more seriously, I would definitely recommend, and it's something that you should 100% think about doing if you can afford it, and if like your setup allows it and stuff like that. Yeah, guys, I just want to keep this video short, but it was just something I wanted you guys to start thinking about, and don't feel too bugged down about the fact that you can't rank up if you're on a bad like console, bad setup or whatever. It's something that is important to think about, that you are simply just at a disadvantage if you're playing with people who are on way better setups. Like, people say it doesn't make that much of a difference, but it really, in my opinion, it does. It absolutely does. And as you can see by the graph that I showed you earlier, the 100% I went up 2 ranks immediately, like overnight almost. Like, obviously that was the whole month of April, but you know, that was me just playing normally, and I hadn't changed anything I was doing really. I just, you know what I mean, I got a PC and instantly my game felt smoother. Everything felt better. Like, it was not as much input delay and stuff like that. And for those wondering, I just sit on 144 frames consistently. Like, it's Rocket League's not too intensive of a game. I really hope that you guys understand what I mean, and I'm not, as I said, I'm not saying about just going out and splashing loads of money on a crazy PC or something like that. That's not what I mean at all. It's just something for you guys to think about, and how getting a PC basically definitely had a direct correlation to me going up 2 ranks basically, like, overnight. Guys, thank you very much for watching this video, and I really hope that it gave you an insight into, is PC truly better, or is it worth spending my money on a PC if I want to take the game more seriously? This is something that that's the whole point of this video, is for you guys to see for yourselves, like someone who absolutely seen a direct impact from getting a PC, but also that it's not the end of the world if you can't afford it, and you shouldn't feel too bad at the end of the day of not being able to do it really. So yeah guys, thank you very much for watching this video. Please share, like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.